Today is Sunday, July 13th, 2025. We're at the Crawford Connector parking, Mount Clinton parking. Some pretty low clouds right here coming up the notch. As we drove in, the presidentials were clear, and it's supposed to be a chance. Oh, there's turkeys like right in front of me. They're like 25 feet away right in here. There's two turkeys looking at me. Possibility of showers today, and I think thunder in the afternoon. We want to be done before lunch, and going up to do Eisenhower and Pierce with a bike spot. So we're going to drive up to, and we're going to drop our car here and bike up to Mount Eisenhower Trail. You see those turkeys? So funny. We're a little over a mile in now on Edmonds Path. The bike ride was 2.3 miles of ups and downs. Really, really got us warmed up. We walked our bikes to a tree. The parking lot was pretty full, and it's overcast. But we're not in a cloud yet. Just coming out of the trees here. Kind of hazy. We had a couple raindrops as we were coming up. There's Jefferson and Clay. Why does this look foggy? It might be. I think it is. Hold on. How's that? That looks a little better. Okay. Jefferson and Clay, Franklin, little cloud coming in, and we're gonna go up. There's actually a cairn and a sign and a person right there, and we'll be coming up around. This is we're gonna be heading up and around this. I can see a whole bunch of mountain avens blooming, which is like a yellow, looks kind of like a buttercup. All right, well, it's not a bust so far. Look at that cloud moving. There it is. I think it's sunny down on the cog. And over there, the northern presidentials look nice and clear. Wow, this cloud is moving. All right. Next stop, summit of Eisenhower. We are partway up Eisenhower now, so I think we're definitely going to be in a cloud up there. Let's see. It's rolling in. I just shot a quiet video, vertical, like 15 seconds ago, and this was all clear with some light cloud. Oh, it's starting to lighten up a little. Man, give it 5 minutes, it'll change. You might be able to see I didn't zoom in, there's a little pond down there that's all dried out. All right. Well, we're gonna head up and probably immediately head down.
Yeah.
So keep heading towards Pierce. We are coming off of the summit now of Eisenhower, which is socked in completely, but of course still has a bunch of people sitting up there. And the cairn has been basically completely dismantled. There is no cairn up there anymore. There was a round, like a circle of rocks where the cairn used to be. A circle of gravel. So that's kind of disheartening. There won't be anything up there in the winter at all to mark it, because it will be buried, presumably. All right. It's plenty warm though. Heading over to Pierce, maybe we'll get beneath the cloud. Maybe. If not, that's okay. It's still always a nice day to get up in the Alpine. down now off of Eisenhower, quite a ways down, and we have a view to Pierce. Look at that. And then the twins. Pretty cool. Oh, I can see Middle Sugarloaf is in the sun right now. Right over there. Very cool. As we come over, we're going to come over some of the bumps out here. Maybe we'll get a view back to Eisenhower and it will be clear. Maybe, although the cloud base looks pretty low. I don't know if we'll get one. We're most of the way along to Pierce now, but we have a break where we can look back and see that Eisenhower was clear for a second. Pretty cool. Looks pretty clear this way. And then coming around, we just came down over these bumps. And right along the tree line is the Montalban Range with Isolation, which I think is the one straight ahead right in here. So it looks like they're clear, but this was looking into Oaks Gulf, the Dry River Wilderness, heading up like Boot Spur area. So I think that all the higher stuff is socked in, probably. And Eisenhower's getting there. Let's go see if Pierce is clear. This is the summit area of Pierce. There's a big cairn. The path continues this way to Mitzvah Hut. It's the Appalachian Trail. On the Webster Cliff Trail, we've got an elevation geodetic marker here, and also one over here.
That one's higher.
Is it?
I mean, it's higher than that.
Really?
Yeah.
Maybe that's the summit.
Only by a few
I don't know.
inches, but...
There's another one right here. And then there's a view. All right, so it looks like Jefferson is in a cloud. Clay is in and out of the cloud. Eisenhower's clear. And then everything else, even Boot Spur, Franklin and Washington, Monroe would be in a cloud. And I don't know if you can see all those people sitting right there. That's like a big open area right below the summit where you can get views. There's also a little pathway off here that I think goes out to a view, but there were people there. Okay, so whew, sweaty. Another humid day. I'll come back this way. There it is. This is the Crawford Path heading down towards the Mitzvah Cutoff. Pretty gentle and heavily used. Lots of people coming up. We're the only ones going down that I've seen. But it's a nice loop. We met some people doing the same loop but going the opposite direction. And there's not much more to this. We're gonna head down. There is Gibbs Falls as you get very, very far down. It's a little signed spur to the right as you're descending. But I don't know if I'm gonna bother to go out today. The water levels are so low. I mean, it's rarely a showstopper of a waterfall, in my opinion. But it's not going to be very good today, I don't think. There's a waterfall in Edmonds as you come up that can be like very treacherous, especially if the ice is over, because it kind of floods the trail a bit. And that was like just a trickle. It really was. So I don't think it's worth going to Gibbs Falls today. And then we're going to take the Crawford Connector over, and that'll take us over to the Mount Clinton parking lot. Should be about it's about 7.5 miles max. And it's not raining. We had a couple drops actually as we were still climbing up before we got out of into the alpine zone on Eisenhower. So I was a little bit worried there, but that passed quickly. And the reason it's not raining is because I'm carrying rain gear. All right. Nice day. Kind of a low-key hike. More people than I've seen. Because we haven't hiked a popular 4,000 footer on a weekend in a while. So it's interesting to see all the different people out.